Hi there, and welcome to this week's edition of Top End Track Talk. I'm Andrew O'Toole, and today we'll be previewing this coming Saturday's meeting here from Fanny Bay in Darwin, which will be the 24th of May. A total of 44 horses have accepted for the meeting, and with Paul Denton and Christo Sardelic, not to mention regular visitor Hannah LeBlanc, here this week we have some 11 riders down to compete. The first on the card, time to go at 2:06 p.m, is the Ladbrokes Odds Surge Handicap, an open handicap over 1,300 metres. Although only 5 runners have accepted, it is a quality event, and my numbers are 1, 3 and 5. As I mentioned, only the 5 runners here, but number 1 on top for me, Bond's Pride. Had just the 1 run back this campaign. That was on the 10th of May. Over 1,100 metres, he finished 4th, beaten 2.4 on that occasion. He's never won at 1,100 metres, but he's got a very good record at this trip of 1,300. Jason Manning, of course, puts the polish on, and Vanessa Arnott, the regular rider. He's dropping in weight, actually. He carried 61 kilos last start, and he's back down to 59 here. And second up, loves the trip. He's the horse to beat, number 1. In for second, number 3, Pink Panther, 1 of 3 in the event, trained by Gary Clark. Gary's got a big team engaged on the day, and I've got him certainly in the mix to win more than a couple of races, so I hope I don't put the mockers on Gary. But in this race, I've got Pink Panther, his charge to run second. Jared Todd aboard, drawn the 1 gate. He's also second up. He ran here on the 12th of April, finished second behind a Canton Kid. He goes up and trip from that 1,200 to the 1,300, which will suit him better. He's clearly hardest to beat for Bond's Pride. And then for third, number 5, Bond's Your Back. Another of the stock of Bon Aurum. Hannah LeBlanc in the saddle. Chris Pollard trains this one. He's only had the 4 starts in Darwin for 2/3, a win and a second. That last start second over 1,200 metres behind American Jazz. Beaten 2.3, that was here on the 10th of May. 1,300 metres I think will suit him better. He did win at this trip 2 starts back. So numbers in the first are 1, 3 and 5. The second, the Early Bird Carnival Tickets on Sale Handicap. They won't be that early bird because the carnival's not very far away. Obviously, day 1 of the carnival is 7th of July, so that's only a matter of about 5 or 6 weeks away. In this event, the 1,300 for the 0 to 64 gallopers and a field of 11 to go around, or 10 to go around here rather. My numbers are 1, 5 and 6. Haven't seen this horse for over a year. Number 1, Disarmer, trained by Gary Clark, Jared Todd aboard, but he's only 2 starts in Darwin with 2 wins. He's most recent on the 25th of April last year, 2024, beating Nassau County over this trip of 1,300. He has not had a trial here, but I know he had a trial down south where he was being pre-trained. 1,300 metres as he go. He's won his last 2 over this trip, but he has had a long break, but I'm sure Gary Clark will have him ready to go, and he's a smart customer, number 1, Disarmer. Got him on top. To beat 5, Villa 79, Chris Pollard and Hannah LeBlanc, the combination. 1 start in Darwin for a 3rd. That was on the 10th of May. That was behind Devil's Delight. I thought that was the run of an improver and a coming winner, and I've got Villa 79 right in the mix here. And then for third, number 6, Global Wonder, the stablemate of Disarmer in the Clark Racing team. Christo Sardelic, visiting from WA. I think Christo's here for the next several weeks through the carnival, so it would be good to have Christo here. He takes them out for Clarkie. This horse knows how to run a place. He's had 15 seconds, Global Wonder. He was second again last time, as I mentioned, on the 25th of April behind American Jazz, beaten 4.5. If he puts it all together, he's certainly capable of finishing in the placings. So numbers in the second are 1, 5 and 6. The third, the Sooks Darwin Sunday Carvery Handicap. We move to the 1,200 metre barrier for this, and it's a Class 2 event. Numbers here are 6, 5 and 8. Found this probably the hardest race of the day, this Class 2 event, but I settled on number 6, Royal Signal, trained by Jason Manning, Vanessa Arnott in the saddle. Good 3rd last time out. He ran on well enough behind American Jazz on that occasion. His form's been good, a couple of 3rds and a 5th his last 3, just finding it hard to win, but he gets an ideal opportunity here in this Class 2 event. So 6 on top for me. Ahead of the last start maiden winner, number 5, Tugela Falls, trained and to be ridden by Paul Shires. 1 here on the 10th of May in maiden company, beating Fly. That was a good performance, I thought, and now he's got that win under the belt. He could go on with the job up to Class 2 here, obviously a rise in class, and the rise in trip I don't think will worry him. And in for third, number 8, Field of Praise. Angie Forster trains, Jared Todd aboard. Really good run for second here the other day, over 1,300 behind Faithful Champion. Drops in trip 100 metres. I don't think that'll worry him because he led the other day and was only collared late in the piece. So numbers in the third are 6, 5 and 8. We go to the fourth, another small field of 5. This is the 3-year-old, the Great Northern Trobus 3-year-old handicap. It's an average benchmark, 59, and it's over 1,100 metres. Interesting little lineup, but the one I'm keen to have a look at is number 1, All Inclusive. Trained by Gary Clark, Adam Nichols in the saddle. First start in Darwin. He did win at Doomben in a pretty good race 3 starts back, and then went to Sydney, ran down the track in the Todman Stakes, and then last time out he raced at Ipswich. That was back on the 5th of February. He did have a trial here on Tuesday. To my eye, trialled really well. Finished second in the trial, but was hard held by Adam Nichols, who takes them out again, and Gary Clark puts the polish on. I think he'll be very hard to beat. He's got a big weight, 61.5. It's a good horse's weight, but I think he's got plenty of ability. Number 1, All Inclusive. In for second, number 4, Little Brazen. She won her maiden here last start for Chris Nash. That was on the 19th of April. Hannah LeBlanc rode on that occasion. She's on again. Drawn the inside gate. She drew 5 last time out and still was able to win. So from that inside gate should bounce and be on the pace throughout. And in for third, number 3, Dancer for Money. Comes off a last start win, but that was way back in December, 28th of December. Trained by Phil Cole, this one, Wayne Davis aboard. First up for a long while, but as I say, handy filly. She had 9 starts for 3 wins, and I've got her in to run third. In the fourth, the numbers are 1, 4 and 3. We go to the fifth, the Welcome to the Dry handicap. Well, it's certainly here, and the weather's fantastic in the top end at this time of the year, and should be right through till probably early September. So looking forward to the next few months here in Darwin. This is the 1,000 metres for the 0 to 70 sprinters. Gary Clark has a couple engaged here, and my numbers are 1, 3 and 2. I'm going with the Clark pair on top. Number 1, Galaxy General. Aaron Sweeney for Clarkey, drawn the 1 gate, just had the 1 start in Darwin. That was on the 10th of May behind stablemate Flying Annie. Beaten on that occasion 4.7 lengths, but I didn't mind the run. First up on the track, hadn't had a trial, and looked an improver to me. So I think with even luck, Galaxy General will take plenty of beating. The stablemate's the hardest to beat, number 3, Kissing Sapedo. Drawn 3, Jared Todd rides for Gary. And this a newcomer from Queen Bien. Formerly trained down there by Joe Cleary, I believe. So first start on the track for Kissing Sapedo, 22 starts, 3 wins and 6 placings. It's pretty decent form for a race of this nature, so I've got it in for second. And in for third, number 2, Super Famous. Johnny Peacock, great to see Johnny here with a little team for the Carnival again. Adam Nichols takes them out, has won 3 of his last 4. Those 3 wins were in Alice Springs pre-Carnival, and then during the Carnival, his last win was on Cup Day, beating Black Zoo in a 0 to 66. Steps up to the 70, but he has won on this track before, and when he's in form, he's very hard to get past. Numbers in the fifth, the 1, 3 and 2. And the last, the darwinturfclub.org.au handicap over the 1,600 metres for the 0 to 58 gallopers. Another Gary Clark runner for me here, and the numbers are 1, 2 and 3. Desert Mist right up the top, Adam Nichols for Clarkey. He won 2 starts back over this trip, and then was third last time out behind I'm a Dreamer. That was on the Anzac Day, the 25th of April. I'm a Dreamer is a rival again, and probably the hardest to beat. Number 2, Raymond Viger takes them out. Although last time when I'm a Dreamer won, there was a 2 kilogram difference in the weight, and I'm a Dreamer won by 0.3 of a length. This time they're on level weights. I think that'll be enough to turn it in Desert Mist's favour. So 1 to beat 2, and number 3, Sabor for third. Jason Manning, Vanessa Arnott, the combo. 2 fourths and a third his last 3 runs. Steps back up to the mile. Has had 3 starts at the trip, yet to win or yet to even place. But having minded his recent runs, he was 4th behind Faithful Champion last time out, and I think he can fill a hole here in the last. Numbers in the sixth are 1, 2 and 3. Best bet on the day, race 4, number 1, All Inclusive. He looks the class act to me, and by what I saw in the trial on Tuesday morning, I think he'll be very hard to beat here. Race 4, number 1, All Inclusive. Well, the best roughies in race 3, number 2, Peerless Lad, trained by Chris Pollard. Race 3, number 2, Peerless Lad, having his first start in the top end. Well, that wraps up this edition of Top End Track Talk. We now have a fortnight until the next meeting here in Darwin, which will be Saturday, the 7th of June. From that date forward, we race every week in the top end up to the first weekend in August, which of course is Darwin Cup weekend. And there'll certainly be plenty to keep us busy over the coming 10 weeks. And until next time, good luck and good punting.